Welcome back to 9WEX TV. It's my second video in a row on this channel with my lovely 996 Little Irish. If you've been following me on social media this year, which on Instagram is at 9WEX_Lee, you would have seen that I've been thinking about change. Not so much a change of car. To be honest with you, I feel like this car is intrinsically linked to me now, so I possibly couldn't sell it even if I wanted to. And I don't want to, I want to make that very clear. But in terms of keeping things fresh, I thought, well, look, maybe I can change the look of Little Irish. Mix things up again now because it's been a good 4 years since this car was painted green and been looking as so with the ducktail and the Fuchs. I asked for some advice on social media. I said, I'm thinking of changing the look of the car, mainly down to a change of colour with the wheels and maybe the side stripes. What do you think? There were some fantastic comments from you on Instagram giving me some ideas and inspiration, whether it was some gold Fuchs or bronze with the side stripe. But then there was also a wave of comments telling me that the car is perfect the way it is and that I should leave it. And if I'm really honest with you, that was kind of my thoughts deep down. The fact is, I absolutely adore this car just the way it is, and I don't want to fall into that trap of doing things to this car just for the sake of content. At the end of the day, when the camera isn't rolling, this is still my car to enjoy. And I love it just as it is, so I'm not going to change the way it looks or change its appearance. What I am going to do is continue on my mission to improve certain mechanical aspects of the 996. And that, of course, is what I will be recording. Something that's chief on my list straight away is to look at the shift cables. It has got a factory short shift kit, but again, you can upgrade the cables just to improve the way that feels when changing gears. Elsewhere, I'd really like to look at sorting out the interior. We all know there's a lack of build quality for the 996. I just want to improve that where I can. As a driver, that's where you spend all of your time. So I just want to improve that interior aesthetic, really. Another thing I am going to look at is repainting this front grille. It was painted matte black when the rest of the car was painted green. Again, 4 years ago, in the best part of 30,000 miles ago. It's been hammered, a lot of track days, a lot of following people on Cup 2 tyres that have just chucked all sorts at me. The rest of the front of the car is PPF'd. That bit isn't, it's exposed, it's taken a hammering. I am going to sort that out just to neaten things up again. But otherwise, that is it. The moral of this story is I absolutely love this car just the way it is. And apart from some minor improvements here and there, I just want to get out and drive it. And with that in mind, shall we have a track day? And so to Donington, and a special Porsche-only track day organised by the king of track days, RMA. With overtaking on both sides, RMA attracts a high calibre of Porsche metal to its year-round calendar, and our friends at RPM Technic were also in attendance on the day to offer trackside services for members of its new drivers club, Rush. Check it out via the RPM Technic website. It turned out to be my first ever wet track day, bringing new challenges that actually proved more enjoyable than you'd expect. However, I certainly wasn't the bravest character out on the circuit that day. Keep it safe. If I can get that focus, just done a really good run in the 996. How'd you rate that, my man?
Yeah, really good.
Yeah? Any 50p, 20p moments?
I was slapped following the Carrera GT. It was drifted. Lee had a go at it and nearly killed the pair of us.
I'm going to share that. So yeah, following a Carrera GT, where else do you see a Carrera GT on track? But following a Carrera GT round Donington here, and it was drifting. It was drifting around every corner. So it was a pleasure to see it in the mirror for a couple of laps, and then we let it go. Maybe. And it was doing it in front of us. It was a joy to see. Moral of the story so far is, what a car. I absolutely love that car. On paper, it's heavily outclassed today compared to all the GT machinery that we customarily see at RMA track days. But the point is, I'm having so much fun in that car, and despite the tumultuous weather, because it is quite wet. I'm just a regular guy having fun in his Porsche, and that's exactly what these days are all about, regardless of your ability. I said before when I did a video here at an RMA day that you can overtake on both sides. The concept of that can be quite overwhelming, but actually, again, driver etiquette is super high. There's ultimate respect for one another. This sticker here, that sticker basically says I'm new to the track or I'm new to track days. People just give you a little bit more space, a little bit more respect, which is key. Yeah, we'll let Little Irish sit in the Nineworks pit garage. Our pit lane garage was a great place to be, with members of the Nineworks Driven Not Hidden Collective in attendance to soak up another stellar RMA day. It did dry out a little bit for a segment of the afternoon, so here's a damp lap on board Little Irish. It's by no means a perfect drive, so keyboard warriors, please withdraw your weapons. But for an enthusiast in his 25-year-old Porsche, having driven 4 hours to get there and would drive 4 hours home again after in the same car, this is what it's all about. Fantastic day out on track with some serious metal and top people. If you want to join in, check out RMA's website for the full calendar with the next Porsche-only day scheduled for October at Donington. We'll see you there. Thanks for watching.